Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Autofuel Simracing. We're a Le Mans Ultimate League based on North America. I'm Nitin Murthy, and I'm joined today in the commentary box by Tuna Fortunato. Tuna, welcome back. How are you doing today?
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for this race. I love Sebring, and I'm excited to watch these guys attack it.
Yep, am I. And as Tuna says, this week's race is at Sebring. Today we come to the fifth round of our Sprint Championship. Quick walkthrough of Sebring. You start the lap here. You come out of the pit lane into the last corner, as we are in qualifying right now, and our drivers are just out. We'll get to that in a moment. But to give you a quick track walk, you go through Sunset, really bumpy, really long corner to start your lap, and then you head into turn one, a very fast, high commitment left-hander, and which leads into a bit of a straight and a hard braking zone into a very technical squiggly section in the middle. You then brake out of that. Very important to get an exit from there into Big Bend and going down to Hairpin. A big braking zone coming up and a potential for some moves here if people are struggling with their exits out of the previous corner. From the Hairpin, we have a bit of a tricky exit on down another straight to Cunningham, another hard braking zone, another chance for an overtake. And from there, we head through a rather tight section down to Tower and then to Bishop Bend before heading through a very fast right, left, right of Le Mans, which is also where the pit entry is. So if anyone has to make an unscheduled pit stop today, we don't expect to see any other than a couple of drive-throughs, I think. But anyone who has to make a pit stop will have to do so at their own peril if they're racing someone. And from Le Mans, you have a very fast exit down the long back straight towards Sunset, which, as mentioned at the top of the lap, is a very fast right-hander and very bumpy, so easy to get your line wrong. And if you do get your line wrong, then just hold the brakes and pray to God that you don't hit that outside wall. So we are going to go jump straight into the broadcast. We do apologize, a bit of a delay today. We had a little bit of a technical issue with LMU. Technical issue being that it crashed. But we are on now. Nick Johnson going very slowly. He did throw P1 for a second, but clearly still on an outlap. We are getting our first laps in qualifying. Lee Rizzo to 2079, Guillermo Perez 2090. These drivers are on cold tires, so do expect the lap times to come down quite a lot on the next few laps as these drivers get up to speed and get their tires up to 10.
Nitin, are you a Sebring fan yourself?
I've grown to enjoy it. I definitely wasn't at first.
Okay.
The bumps
No,
really
I'm
throw
sure.
you
Yeah,
off.
it's a hard
Yeah.
track.
Yeah, the bumps really throw you off. I say this to people who are. I was actually coaching a couple of people on Sebring, and I just sort of said, like, the car feels like it's in the air. It never quite feels like you're connected to the ground the first time
Yeah.
you drive around here. And then you eventually realize, like, oh no, that's just a feature.
Yeah. It's the character of the track.
Yeah. You know, you are a Sebring fan, as far as I'm aware. I
Oh
remember
yeah.
season 2 and a cheeky little send from you on me. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, Tuna likes this track.
Yeah. I think I had another bold move. What turn was that? I think it was that left-hander turn one. And I literally pushed myself wide because I didn't have any I didn't have any traction to go anywhere else, and I'm pretty sure I used you as a wall.
Good times,
Like,
good
okay, well, we're
times.
both still here, we're both on track, and let's keep racing.
Oh, I enjoyed it. It was a great battle. Uh, yeah, good times. I definitely have grown to love this track, of course. Host of the Ironman Challenge a couple of weekends ago, we had a bunch of people doing that 3-hour solo race, Sebring, which I can tell you is quite the tiring affair.
Oh yeah, I bet that's brutal.
Yeah.
There's some sneaky corners around this track too. It's not just the bumps, but it's a lot with timing too.
Yeah. Speaking of timing,
And I
your
think
Spartacus is
like the water tower turn.
yeah,
You just put it in time. That water
yeah,
tower turn, you can lose like almost half a second there, if you're scrubbing too much. So it really is a balancing act of the hard work that it takes to actually drive around the track, mixed with almost maybe timing bumps in a certain way so that you scrub as much as needed, but you can still get around each apex,
yeah. The bumps
which is
almost become your
part of the
brake
charm.
markers. Yeah, the bumps do become kind of a brake marker of sorts. Your Spartacus has set a pretty quick lap on his second hour lap too, or his third, I should say. But 2019. So already Yoris setting our timing screens alight. He is pretty up there in the standings, I believe. We will get to that right after the session ends. But
Ooh, Greg coming in there.
Greg's 202.445. That's a good lap. I think a bunch of yellow flags pop up now as drivers start to push. Sector 2 mean Ross McLean. What happened to her? Oh yeah, that exit. Yeah, that exit will get you.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That is tricky coming out of, especially on cold tires. I mean, you can lose traction so fast right there.
Yeah, Ross McLean is gonna go out and try to get another lap in. Rick Casadorian in that podium hunter's Mustang is currently sitting in second. Ashton Miller, meanwhile, has put in a good lap. 203.4 puts him up to third. Oscar Yuri has had a bit of an off, but I think he's gotten going again. Where Parker Thomas, meanwhile, go to 9. A Lamba showing some pace. As Yoris Butkus is also just at, I think he's just completed his 4th lap, and that was a 2:01.3. Still maintaining.
I knew the time was going to come down, but it's just how much.
Yeah.
Guys
William
knowing.
Marin. Yeah. He is stupidly fast. Oh, William Marin!
No.
I just saw him go up to 4th and then immediately just turn on. Oof. Gonna be a big
Well, at least
hit.
he did get a couple of good laps in before that.
Yeah. We'll maybe try to go out again. I'm trying, but let's hope. Yvonne Jeffrey Arroyan is in P2 in that Ferrari. Wait, my timing deceiving me. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Greg Katsadorian has just gone up to P1. That's what's confusing me. Going through. He is only about 200ths ahead of Yoris. Was that 2 yellow sectors? Although not by much, just a couple hundredths off in both. So we'll see if he can make up some time in Sector 3. Don Bailey has gone up to P. Margaret Thomas has gone up to 10th, and I believe has stopped. Preston Parentio. He has gone into the pits, so that might just be session done more than anything. 28 drivers out, by the way.
Nitin, do you have any favorites to win the race? Anyone you're betting on?
I mean, if I were a betting man, I'd probably put it on Yoris, right? Like, he's been showing insane pace. Although Greg has pretty much matched him. Although Yoris has done a 2:01.0 and has come into the pits.
Wow.
It's hard to
Jesus.
bet against him. Just looking at that pace. But of course, it is Sebring. It's
Yeah, it definitely is.
It's a bit of an unpredictable track, so well, we'll see how this race pans out.
I mean, as a Mustang man myself, I kind of have to back Greg. He's got the pace and he's got the right car for the job.
Coming through Sunset now, Greg Katsadorian's gonna complete what. Well, he has got enough time for another lap. I don't know whether he's got the VE for. He has 7%. He might be able to get another lap in. 1 second to go. Greg Castorian crosses the line and he's going to keep going. That's a 201, 208. Oh no, never mind. He's just waiting to get past the racing line. Has crossed the line. P2 for Greg Castorian. Not a bad lap at all. Jeffrey Arroyan is currently in third with a 2017. Still on a lap. Only marginally off by his best in Sector 1, but he is down by about 2/10 on Greg. Michael Landry moves up to fourth in that AW in that red Corvette. Gonna stick on board with Jeffrey. I think there's a bunch of people finishing their laps. Cyril Fortin has just finished. He is in sixth. Realistically, Ryan is the closest person. Cause any sort of change up top. We'll get to that. I'm impressive actually that Greg can pull that kind of performance out of the Mustang, considering the next Mustang is on 14th. So Greg's clearly doing something.
Oh yeah, I mean it's an absolute tank here. That thing was built to drive over all the bumps. I mean, it's not an easy car to drive, but I would say that Sebring and a Ford Mustang are kind of like the perfect recipe.
Going through Jeff Arroyan. They're marginally off in the first two sectors. Can he find something in the last one? He does find... Does he? I don't think he improves. He stays third. Off by about a 10th on his best lap. 201.715 his best effort. Not bad, not shabby. That Ferrari was not looking particularly fun to drive pre-race, but Jeff Ryan putting in a respectable time. Popov and P8.
Yeah, I was watching Popov doing some practice laps earlier, and the Ferrari seems like it does not want to race around Sebring.
Yep. Ferrari typically... I'm actually not sure what the Ferrari is strong at anymore. I used to think it was more a downforce car, but just the downforce cars. I don't know.
Yeah, those BOP updates, they're killing it.
Well,
killing the car.
Yeah, it's kind of something. Looking at our starting grid, Joris Butkus and Greg Castorian make up our front row. Jeff Arroyan in third and Michael Landry in fourth. John Bailey and Parker Thomas, fifth and sixth. Cyril Fortin and Josh Popoff, seventh and eighth. Justin Rand in ninth. Great qualifying from him. And Louis Chandron in 10th. Pretty good up there. William Nairn, first race with OOFS, is in 11th. Guillermo Paré, one of our championship contenders, down in 12th. Avi Ganti down in 13th, followed by Nick Johnson in 14th. Good qualifying, Nick. Harrison Miller in 15th, followed by Philippe Brissot. JP in 17th, and Kellyan Locatelli in 18th. Ricky Swaby and William Mangrum will take up the 10th row. William Mangrum down in 20th. I wonder what happened to him. Richie Wood and David Saint-Germain, 21st and 22nd. David Carter and Dan Gomez in 23rd and 24th. Ross McLean, recovering from that mistake, qualifies 25th alongside Hans Montes. Preston Parenti in 27th ahead of Alexander Yuri. And the rest of that should be our grid. Cars do not count.
Yeah, seeing a lot of 202s on the qualifying board there. I'd be interested to see how they keep that up in race pace.
Yeah, very
around
close
this track with the traffic.
Yeah, really close in the times. This is an interesting race. Tough grid is all shuffled up. It is a bunch of championship contenders. Speaking down the grid. Speaking of championship standings, we can take a quick look at that. Greg Kachadorian is our points leader, although he has used his drop round. That is the number in the brackets. How many points are in their drop round? Dakota Botello has withdrawn from the championship, but is still in second place. Jeff Arroyan is in third on 123. Guillermo Paré on fourth and 118. So he's starting from pretty far down on the grid. So it'll be interesting to see how much he can make up on Greg. Don Bailey and Cyril Fortin tied on 117, although Cyril does have a drop round to use. Joris Butkus has used a couple of drop rounds. He is on 100 points. We'll be looking to make up some ground now that he is more active in the championship. Willie Mangrum and Josh Popov tied on 99 points. Willie, though, has a drop round to use. And Philippe Brisseau brings up P10 with 92 points.
Let's go, boys. Let's see how they do it out there.
Yeah, a lot of big championship implications. So, especially Willie and Guillermo are pretty far down on the grid. So, maybe a chance for Greg and Jeffrey up front to maybe pull a lead. Or will we, or Tuna, do you think we'll see?
Yeah, definitely. I think the door's open for sure.
Yeah, or do you think we'll see a comeback drive from those two? Because Guillermo and Willie have been fast.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it in every week this season so far. I mean, Guillermo is always up there chasing P1, and I know that Willie isn't a huge fan of Sebring. So I would imagine that we're looking at more of a battle of survival than anything, and hopefully you can get a top 10 place and get some decent points, and then get going later on in the season.
Yeah, so today I do agree. And as of right now, it does look like a damage limitation round for those guys, but
let's see who tries to win it in T1.
I sure hope nobody does, because we all know how that ends at Sebring.
Oh yeah.
The grid is coming up to the start-finish line. Joris Butkus and Greg Katsidorian leading the way. So I hope you all are ready, because I'm not. As we are about to go green, green, green. Michael Landry with a good start, but kind of has to check up behind Greg Katsidorian as Joris Butkus has pulled out in front. Jeff Arroyan and Michael Landry are going to be side by side, but Arroyan deciding to back out smartly. They are making it through turn one. Okay. As I say that, Josh Popov is backwards. As we see a bit of chaos forming in the back of the grid there, as Joris has kind of pulled away, as the rest of the grid has kind of shuffled up. We can take a quick look back, see if there's anything going on. A bit of side-by-side going on, but
yeah, I mean that initial break zone for T1 can get really hectic and convoluted. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was some bumping doors and some elbows out racing going into T1, causing some sort of an incident.
There's 3 rows of 2 wide going into the hairpin. We will go take a look at all the incidents on lap 1. We do have incident replay now, so we can always take a look at that. But there's some tight racing going on in the mid-pack here. This is going to be interesting going into Cunningham, as I believe that's Philippe Brisseau and JP battling for position. JP has come out ahead here, but now they've got David Saint-Germain, who has to serve a drive-through for this race. That is a pre-race penalty that he did not have a start infringement. The rest of the grid does not seem to have any sort of drive-through, so we're good on that front. As they come through... Oh, Josh Popov and Dan Gomez having more contact. What's happening here? Ooh. This is coming out of Cunningham, I believe. Popov? Okay, no contact there so far, I don't think. Oh, they're coming out of Le Mans. Yeah, probably just a false positive on my end. They are pretty close together. Meanwhile, our top 4, I believe, have not changed position. Or top 6, actually. As Joris Butkus has crossed the start-finish line. The race kind of settling down. We do have a couple of battles. Alexander Yuri is... Well, it's Xiaomi who's within a tenth of Hans Montes up ahead, but I think this has a bad exit out of that. That's be something. That. Oh, he has gotten pretty close. You're gonna send it? No, using to stay back. Being racing. Ooh, a little bit of contact.
just let him know he's there.
Yeah. Just little bit of, what do you call it, acoustic feedback. They do manage to survive that. Just a little, that's a little bump. Oh, this mid pack. Oh my goodness! Look at this. This is, I believe, the pack all the way from P7. There's a pack all the way from P7 down to, I want to say, P18 or P19. Sorry, P22. All these guys are more or less within a second of each other. That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be real tight racing for all 30 minutes.
Ooh, Alexander Yuri and Hans Mondas. I don't think that's ended well. Oh, in the background, that's, I think, I believe that's Dan Gomez.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, that was the contact we saw earlier. It's just my after registering it now. Oh. Well, things have kind of settled down a bit. Everyone's in follow mode, as we do have some time to go in this race. We can go back and look at what happened at the start. Okay, software, please cooperate with me. There was a bunch of things that happened. So we can look at Josh Popoff's perspective at the start. So, coming down to turn 1. That's Popov in the purple and green Ferrari on the outside. Helps gear behind the Lambo. Goes for it. Oh, and just a little bit of side-by-side contact with one of the MRT Porsches. That's unfortunate. But yeah, that's just what sent him to the outside. Was there any more contact over there? I see a bunch of things happened. Let's try a different TV camera angle. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a lot going on in that turn 1. Is everyone kind of trying to avoid that? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like I said, it's, you know, it gets convoluted. It gets really tight in there because everyone's trying to take that exact same apex, the exact same line, only you're doing it door to door with a corner that requires a lot of speed, you know.
Jesse Olsen, our usual co-commentator, is in the chat asking what are the odds for 397 to win. Yeah, and Abe Wozniak immediately answering my question saying not great. Yours is starting to kind of pull away. Gap now is up to 1.9 seconds, so yours just keeping his calm, and just doing almost hot lapping at this point. For Cachadori not nearly close enough to worry him, really.
He'll get there.
He will get there.
He'll get there.
I do believe that.
You gotta believe in the Mustang. Not that I'm rooting for anyone, of course.
We are completely unbiased with no affiliation to any of these cars.
Correct. Correct. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yep, so these guys are going... Oh, Aviganti in that really kind of striking Lexus livery is sitting behind Cyril Fortin, one of the MRT Porsches of the Montreal racing team. Is he going to go for a move in Sunset? I think so. He's going for it. Sending it.
Inside line, okay.
All
you know,
right.
he was a driver that was saying that he was having a lot of trouble finding pace here. Now for Avi, right, he's an alien, so I think that just meant that he wasn't finding the 201 that he probably should have been getting. So he's definitely competitive. And I wouldn't be surprised if he definitely gained a couple positions before this night's over.
Yeah, getting that moved on, I believe that was Louis Gintron. No, Cyril Fortin, my apologies. All those MRT Porsches do look kind of similar. It's hard to tell sometimes. Yeah, but Aviganti getting that moved on. He is up to P9. Started a few... Has gained a few positions since the start, right? You can go look at...
Now he's got to get up to Guillermo.
Yeah, he's just got to catch Guillermo, who is kind of bottled up behind Louis and Jean. Jean is definitely slower, but Guillermo just not getting any sort of overlap or overspeed or anything to really, you know, come in and say, hey, give me that position.
Yeah, you know, maybe it's just a little bit of tactical patience on his part.
Ooh, Dustin Rand and JP and Nick Johnson all having a bit of a battle back here. I think I kind of caught the tail end of that, but there was a good move by Nick Johnson up there.
Yeah, I
Nothing's
just
happening.
noticed that Dustin dropped a couple of positions, but I wouldn't be surprised if he made those back because he's been putting in some pretty good laps. I mean, he had a mid 202 for qualifying, so I don't think he's out of it by any means.
He is not. That entire mid pack is looking pretty competitive. As JP is gonna try and do to Dustin what Avi did to Cyril back there, and he's gonna get that position done. And behind him, William Nairn is also gonna get Dustin ran. So a couple of positions lost for Dustin, but of course, as is the nature of
I
Sebring,
just realized that JP. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of our other JP,
the other
not Poppy
JP, yeah, there's
Pants.
two JPs. This is Mr. Poppy.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is he doing in McLaren?
And this train is continuing to give us some entertainment. Quite a lot of battles going on. Guillermo Paret has got past. Which incident? Oh, Josh Popov is having more issues. Oh, going through turn one again.
Oh
That
no.
Ferrari just letting go. Oh
Oh
no,
no.
that is a big
Oh,
hit. Oh, as behind him,
yeah.
that is Dan Gomez, I think. Like having another spin out. Yeah, turn one looking really challenging out there for these guys. There
Yeah, I
wasn't.
know Josh was talking about how it was pretty hard to get the car to stick around a couple of these corners, and I don't know if that's just Ferrari things or whatever's going on in the setup maybe.
Yeah. Uh, Dave Wozniak asking if Dustin struggled. Dustin has doing damage. I don't see any incidents for Dustin. If he had hit a wall or something, I'd have seen it on race control, but nothing so far. It's probably just it's one of those laps around Sebring and everyone's so close up together.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Uh,
would say that's probably it. I mean, he's got a good car. He looks good, you know. Just got to feel good now.
gotta get back into rhythm. This pack is still really, really tight, so anything can happen here, really. They're all heading down the back straight towards Sunset. The back, there's another
We'll
pack.
see. Harrison Horse Girl is also catching up there.
Oh! Dustin ran with a big
Oh, unless
moment,
he.
a lock up, and oh
Oh no no!
no!
Oh,
Oh!
big hit.
Yeah, Sunset bites and she bites hard. And Dustin Run has gotten going again, but I'm sure that's gotta be some damage. We hope for you, Dustin.
What are the track temps looking like today, Ninton?
The track is 37 degrees Celsius. That's about 98 degrees Fahrenheit. I do know that conversion. Because
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that's playing a bigger role than people think too.
you might be onto something
That
there.
would explain some spin outs.
Yeah, you might be onto something there. I'll seeing a few packs over here. Josh Popov has had another yellow flag, guys. He's still going. He's probably just getting into the pits. Meanwhile,
Just
Willie
inching her home,
Mangum.
you know.
Yeah. Just gotta hope that something else happens in this race and he can gain a few positions from that. With damage control at this point. Willie Mangum has made his way up to 11th from not great qualifying position. Let me see if I can get that position over like that. Yeah. William Ingram has gained 9 positions since the start. I knew there was something going on there because I just saw him pop up in the close to the top 10. He's doing an incredible recovery drive here. As for our other championship contenders, Guillermo Paret is also up 5 positions, so doing well in damage limitation assignments so far. Further back, we had a few other big gainers. Dave Carter is up about 6 positions. Hans Montes is up 8. Sure that they've been helped a little bit by all the chaos that's been happening up front.
Sure, I honestly didn't even know David Carter was even racing in this
Yeah, he
season
just signed back
anymore.
up
So
today, actually. Perfect.
that's awesome. That's a great surprise. See, we like to call him the Canadian Goose up here in the tower.
Nick Johnson is in the wall.
Oh
Nick
no!
Johnson. Oh no! What has happened to him now? Oh, and
Still has a wing.
Still has a wing, so that's a start. Although that car does not look fun to drive.
No.
We can take a look at what happened to him. Coming through Sunset. Is this just going to be Lambo things? It's Lambo things. Oh, how did
Oh
he not
yeah,
take the wing off?
man. Like I said,
How?
dude. I mean, the track temps I think might be playing a little bit of a factor in here, especially around this high speed corners like Sunset and T1. You know, I mean that's kind of where most of the incidents are happening, where you need to carry a lot of speed and you need to make sure that car is planted on the ground, and some guys are just losing the back end.
Meanwhile, as we were watching Nick Johnson, William Ingram and Cyril Forton having a bit of contact, or possible contact anyway. That might, again, my replay software does kind of bug out around that. But nothing there. Oh, Avigandi going wide. Oh no.
Oh.
And he's lost a bunch of positions now, so this race is by no means settled, folks. If you have a moment early on in the race, you still have all the chances to get it back. Him and John P now racing each other. I believe that's John P, right? That does look like it. It is. And now he is alongside Harrison Umamusume Miller. Oh, Harrison going very wide.
Oh,
Avi
he's going wide with the horse girl.
And Avi going very slow through there. Is he going to pit? That looks like damage. And he is going to pit. Yeah, that wall hit must have been a lot harder than we saw of it.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Further out front, not much has changed. George Pascas and Rick Hatch-Dorian have kind of just hung on to P1 and 2. Michael Landry has also pulled a gap on Jeff Orion, who's now got Don Bailey breathing down his neck. I don't know if we're going to see a move just yet, but Don Bailey has caught up quite a bit to him. Taking some quite different lines through there to turn 1. That's the cool thing about Sebring, I think, at least. Oh, big snap. I always found that cool, like, because these corners are so sweeping, people take such different lines. And it's always fun to see people try different things and still like wind up so close.
Yeah, you can definitely take a couple of different lines through. I think that's what kind of makes it fun to race here too, not just the bumpiness, of course.
Technically quite a challenging track even without the bumps. Don Bailey is still hanging out back here. Good Carter. Yellow. Stan Gomez also. Ooh, what happened over here? Stan Gomez going through turn 1. Is that going to be another snap for the McLaren? It is. Oh no.
Yep.
And now that's his rear wing gone. Oh,
and he lost the wing. Damn.
Yeah, turn 1 taking no prisoners. Josh Popov gets past him just about. Oh yeah, and that's what having no rear wing will do to you.
T1 is definitely on execution status today.
Jesse, with the observation, there is no right line in turn 17, only wrong once. I think it means sunset there. In which case, you're very accurate, sir, as always. Randy and Dave Carter. Is this a moment for Dave Carter more than... getting past. Oh, Dave Carter's probably had a moment there. Okay. Oh! Jeff Orion is showing a yellow flag. What on? Oh no! It's at sunset. Him and Don Bailey.
Sunset again. It's T1 and Sunset just playing games with the heart.
Both of them have dropped a big number of positions. I wonder what's happened here. Oh, they're going. Oh no, not the dive bomb in the sunset. No. And that ends just as much as you'd expect. How is that Ferrari not lost
another wing is down.
Another wing down, but I'm more impressed by Jeff Orion's rear wing. That thing must be super glued on. Someone please get me the name of that super glue.
I saw them do. I think I saw them welding it on actually in the pits.
Yeah, that is impressive crash resistance. We still have 12 minutes to go, folks, and it's still and stuff is. Yeah, he's got a long way to go to the pits. Yeah, that BMW GT3 cars without a wing look so out of proportion.
Yeah, it looks like he's driving to the race, not actually driving in the race. You know what I mean?
You are not wrong. Yeah. William Ingram in all that chaos is now up to 8th place. Guillermo Pere up to 5th. Parker Thomas, meanwhile, is sitting in front of Guillermo and very pretty in 4th place. And doing good so far. These guys have managed to kind of hold on. I know that, again, every week I say this. The instant I give someone praise, they're going to get commentators cursed. But I'm going to praise them anyway because you know what? I'm a good person. I like to praise. I like to give credit where it's due.
And I think Willie's playing. He's really playing on tactical patience right now. I mean, he's just kind of been slow and steady up the leaderboard, and I really think he is more in. Hey, let's go out there and get some good points. I don't need to win this one because this is not my track kind of mentality. And then little P too. He's kind of always sneaky, just sneaking his way up into the top 5 or so. I'm gonna have to start chasing him down on the Thursday night multi-class.
I'm sure you'll enjoy that very much.
Just chasing after the cheese wedge.
Oh, Willie! Oh, no, just as you say, he's going for patience. Kind of just getting it wrong going into turn 2. And oh no. William Ingram going straight into the wall. You hate to see it indeed. Ugh.
At least he still has a wing.
At least he has a wing. That Porsche is looking worse for wear. I mean, I'll be honest, most of the cars in this race look like they've been through a battlefield at this point. A bunch of big upset. Sean Bailey has rejoined in 23rd behind Avinash. 110 seconds back too. So Swabby has still running. Not quite a lot. William Nairn now on William Ingram. But this is something that might develop. Preston Parenti mean Don Hans Montez as well. This is, I think, the close. I was about to say this is the closest one on track. William Nairn and William Ingram. There's a tongue twister if you ever found one. That's the closest one we do have on track right now. My replay software is doing funny things. While the two MRT Porsches still, in formation flight. 9.5 minutes to go. They'll be looking to just get to a point in the race where they can battle as Luis and Ron getting really loose on the exit of Sunset. Man, these guys are having to be so careful there.
Yep. And then into T1 too. Really holding on for dear life.
Yeah. These two still in formation flight over
execution. Great run.
Yeah, he is gonna kind of stick his nose in there.
He's gonna get in there a little bit.
Yeah. Just making his presence known. Trying to get Gendron offline. Maybe open up a cheeky little dive bomb going into the hairpin as they are side by side through Big Ben. Coming up to the hairpin. Who's gonna be braver on the brakes? Ooh, a lot of jostling going on for the racing line.
Fair winds and following seas to you, good sir.
Luis and Ron holding on with some pretty aggressive driving over there. Oh, Josh Popoff has managed to get past Ricky Swabby. He has recovered up to P23. I'm still holding on, still trying to make the most out of this race. And 8 minutes to go. There's still time for more chaos. Yeah. Preston and Hans are still kind of informed. Bumpy is getting a lot of attention from Philippe Brisset. McLaren on McLaren. We just saw Porsche on Porsche. Are still going at it, going through the Le Mans section. Are we gonna see another move? Oh, a little bit of trying to break the toe there. You're allowed one move in the rules. And he has managed to stick to that one move. No cheeky sense going into Sunset this time. I think our drivers have learned that lesson.
Yes, hopefully. Still snappy in there, huh?
Yeah, both of them having big snaps. I was going to say, Ron might have compromised his exit, but both of them really just struggling. This is... The car behind them, Don Bailey, is a lap down, so he's not a factor. Although William Mangrum has managed... is still in this. He is about 3.5 seconds back. So if anything were to happen to these two, he would be in contention once again for P6. Which I think he would take that after the qualifying he's had.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and even with track conditions today, I mean, these guys are putting in some work around this track. How are our leader and P2 position looking right now?
Bring up an excellent
Any sort
point.
of battle there?
Kind of just forgot they were there for a second. Honestly, they've just been, you know that meme where there's like Spider-Man just walking through a battlefield, like everything else is going on around him, and he just does not care. That's been our top two, or top three, I should say. Michael Landry has.
They kind of ran away with it.
Yeah, all three are just been sitting on. Michael Landry got that move done on the start on Jeff Arroyan, and has since then been pretty locked in to P3. Of course, our sprint winner from last week been pretty well here too, so good consistent results in now that he switched to the Corvette. Parker Thomas holding on to P4, even though Guillermo Pare is slowly closing that gap down to about a second now. So we may see a battle for P4 in the closing laps. Behind them, the two MRT Porsche are still going at it. Ooh, that is quite a lot of movement over there from Luis and Ron. But they're keeping it civil for now. Both go into sunset. Again, taking those very different lines and almost Cyril getting a pretty big overspeed on Louis. These two will continue to do battle. Or, well, not battle, but still formation flight for now. Gonna head into turn 2, still very, very close. Gonna see another send. He sent it! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, a big snap. Managing to save that, but that has cost them a lot of time. Don Bailey now kind of looking to maybe unlap himself and get out of their way. Or get them out of his way. Whichever way you want to say that.
He had a big snap on T2, I think, heading into that section. So, I mean, luckily he kept pace. Now he's in striking distance.
John has had a moment. He was pretty close alongside Feepers. Oh, how did he not collect the other McLaren? How? Bumpy doing well to hold the brakes, but
another wing. We need another
rear wing. A wing counter. Oh, and he is heading straight on. Yeah, that car, I think that might be the end of his race. Yep, he stopped. That's another return. That's unfortunate to see. Commiserations.
Yeah, always is.
Commiserations. Or Poppy Pants. Quebec violence. Our chat has been pretty entertaining to watch. Giving some nice commentary on this race. Ooh, we have yellow flags in Sector 3. I don't know who that is. Cyril Fortin has... Oh! Cyril's dropped off quite a bit. What has happened here? So he's following Louis through Le Mans. Oh! And the rear just lets go.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big oof. Keeping resafing jointly. And...
Yeah, it is almost like a deep exhale, you know, like after every corner complex and every apex. Like once you get the car straight again, you just got to take that breath, you know. I feel like a lot of guys are feeling that right now.
Yeah. Too much going on. Josh Popov and Ricky Swabby haven't had a battle. We have only 2.5 minutes to go. Oop, as Hans Monta is going very wide on turn 1. Kind of probably having to lift a little bit to avoid going into the grass there. You really don't want to go into the grass there. He is holding off Preston Parenti pretty well in that. What is that loop? It's a Wendy's Corvette. I like that. Hans Montes, of course, in
The guy likes Wendy's, you know.
Guy likes bringing up pretty good liveries so far. He had the Pizza LMP2. Ooh, not there. Pizza LMP2, and now the Wendy's Corvette. I think he also had a Taco Bell Corvette in the first round of the championship. There goes Wingless.
Oh yeah, cool car. Cool car.
Alwana and 30 seconds to go. Richie Wood also closing up. Battle for P4 has not really developed. Parker Thomas doing well to kind of keep pace with Guillermo Perret. Gap is at 1.3 seconds. I have been kind of keeping an eye on these two. But Parker Thomas doing very well to match that pace into the Lamborghini. You? I see you, y'all. Or is that's probably just my nice to see you. Okay. Go to not gonna. Oh, rookie swap. He had the moment. Going to Ramon. Oh, another one. Kind of losing it right there.
Yep. Another one.
Another one. Yeah. Reminds me of Monza now. Thanks for that. Yep. 7 seconds to go. Yours. Oh, Cricketstern has caught up quite a lot of Yoris. Wonder what's happened there. Has Yoris had a moment or something? Because that gap is not looking comfortable. Ooh.
Yoris could come right down to it.
He has enough energy. Ooh, I have not paid attention to the autocycle. He has about 5% energy when he crossed the line. Is this a fuel save from Yoris to try and avoid the stop-go penalty? Anyways, timer has hit 0, so this is the last lap. We're catching Dorian right in the mirrors of Yoris, but because he has more energy. I don't think Greg has to save, although Yoris might have to. So is he going to have enough to hold his position going to the line? Gonna be close. Yoris is gonna hold on. He's gonna do the waving, and he is gonna win the 5th round of our sprint championship. Greg Castadorian right behind in 2nd place.
Wow.
Michael Landry is gonna cross Sunset now, and kind of just been doing his own thing. And will finish on
Look who snuck up into 7th there, huh?
We will get to him.
Back.
Parker Thomas and Guillermo Perret. 4th and 5th, well done to you, gentlemen. Luis and Jean and Willie Mangrum are still going to be battling. Although Luis is going to hold on to 6th and Willie in 7th, doing a little bit of weaving. He's earned it. Oh, that was a fine drive. William Nairn in his first race for OOFS, finishing in 8th. Nicely done. Good debut. Jeff Arroyan recovering from that moment at Sunset with Don Bailey and finishing 9th. Billy Brizow will round out our top 10. Race. Oh, Preston Parenti getting Hans Montes. Hans Montes has spun around. Oh, and he's gonna. Is he gonna reverse across the line? Please tell me he's gonna. He's reversing across the line.
I hope so.
And Hans Montes may not have won the race, but wins style points for that cool finish. He is going to finish in 15th. Richie Wood in 16th. Dave Carter in 7th. Richie Wood also getting past Dave Carter on the last lap. You can go back and have a quick look at that. Ooh. There was quite a lot going on in Sunset. Ooh. Dave Carter trying to kind of get the position back and making a bit of a...
touchy.
Yeah, a little touchy, and that's lost on the position. Josh Popoff, managing to unlap himself there. But, yeah. Quite a lot of action all the way through, Tuna. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, those conditions look tough out there. I mean, with how many spinouts and how many wings lost, I'm excited to see what these top 3 guys have to say.
And on that note, let us bring our top 3 in here. We're quite familiar to this room by now, so All right, gentlemen, welcome to the post-race interviews. You all are pretty familiar with this by now, so I will start with you, Michael. Well done. Great race from you. Kind of pretty quiet on your end. So tell us, talk to us about your race.
Yeah, I have a good start. Was able to get a position on turn one on Jeffrey. After that, I was just trying to manage the gap with him because I know I didn't have the pace to follow Greg and Joris. So then I made some mistake and catch back. It was like a second, and then something happened with him and P4 and P5, I guess, because after that it was Peter behind me. And for the last 5 lap, I have to lift and coast a lot. I miscalculate the energy and finish with 0.1 energy in left. So yeah, it was
Ooh.
stressful seeing Peter's coming back.
Yeah, you and yours were pretty close. So, Tuna, did you have anything to ask or?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same question to all the drivers. I'm really wondering how the track temps and how the conditions were affecting your guys' race out there, because it definitely looked pretty tough to keep the car straight around, especially around Sunset and T1. So did you feel that effect at all? Maybe track temps too hot or?
I have no idea in this game. I was still struggling all the week. I just learned that track, so I was still
Fair
not on
enough.
pace, still sliding, catching slide everywhere. So
I definitely
I
noticed the
couldn't tell.
difference.
The track being hot.
Yeah, I just had nowhere near the confidence or the pace that I had in all the practice, so I was up to half a second off without really knowing why at first. So
Yeah, just trying to
it
keep her
definitely made a
straight.
difference. Yep.
Yeah, Greg, let's come to you. I wanted to ask, how's the Mustang around this track? Because me and Tuna were having this conversation. We saw you, of course, up in P2, giving yours quite the fight all the way on the last lap. Although I think that has more to do with. But talk to us about the
Yeah,
car.
no. I mean, it's all right. Like in practice, it was really good. I could do consistent low 201s. Made a few last minute tweaks that made it a bit more stable. But yeah, tonight the pace just felt. I say that being finishing P2, but it felt to me it felt nowhere. Every I could tell pretty quickly that once yours was running away that it was just going to be a survive and finish P2 and salvage points kind of thing.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure you're still P1 in the standings. So good job keeping it on the track.
Yeah, only by technicalities. I think I have done more than yours has. So I think that's the only reason.
Oh, well, congratulations either way on a fine P2.
Thank you.
And Yoris, coming to you. Bit of a quiet race on your end. Talk to us about the VE stuff. What happened there on the last lap?
I I I don't know. Like, I did, practice laps. I did a couple practice runs, doing 15 laps, and that was more than enough fuel. And I actually did a few extra clicks before the race. So I'm thinking maybe like higher temps, higher consumption or something, or maybe I was just pushing higher, but it was like off by like 5% of or something, or like 4 or 5% of VE. And so I did some lift and coasting, but I also am very terrible at that. So I'm glad I survived, but yeah, that was something else. Um, Next time I'm just gonna click an extra lap, just in case.
Yeah, now are you still kind of getting used to coming over to LMU, or did you also feel that kind of that tire day with the temps on the track there?
Yeah,
Because
so
after I
so
saw like 3 spinouts, I was like, okay, something's going on.
yeah, so just I did run a bunch of races in the dailies and stuff in this.
Mhm.
So like compared to dailies, say 20 Celsius track temp versus this almost 40, it's easy like half a second in like fastest time pace.
Yeah.
Easily like half a second. So yeah, it's like way more difficult. And then like for what is Greg is talking about, I think like the balance got shifted in the cars yesterday. After the update. So front rear cars will feel a bit worse than they did before. So I think if Greg, didn't like adjust the setup too much or something, that might be the issue that you Greg were having. But yeah, I'm not sure what else to add. It was fun. It was just stressful towards the end, but we survived.
I'm sure. Great job, guys.
Yeah, congratulations to you. That I will go back to.
Thanks. See you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. Love you, Tina.
Love you. I'm in love with you.
All right. So with that, before we go, Tuna, I am gonna do a bit of. We forgot to do this today. I'm just gonna do it anyway. So today was the 5th round of our sprint championship, as you see on the right. You saw the format today: 30-minute races, and more of a learning environment, and where you can just push without having to worry about strategy. But of course, Le Mans Ultimate being an endurance sim, we also have a multi-class championship that tries to give people a place to practice that. So 55-minute races with double tire and fuel usage, effectively like a 1 hour 10-minute race, where you have to practice a bit of lift and coasting, a bit of strategy to try and get ahead of your competitors. We will have our 5th round at the same track tomorrow, and both championships currently have a bunch of open spots. So if you're considering joining, now is a great time to get into those. Also, Tuna, we do have a request in chat for you to take off your shirt.
It's already off, baby. It's already off. Come on now.
And on that note, Tuna, closing thoughts on the race. How did you feel about this run?
It was fun to watch. It was fun to kind of see how they had to shift their racing style a little bit, especially if you wanted to stay in the fight. I mean, some of those corners you just could not push as much as you wanted to, and we saw that today with the amount of spins and the amount of wings that were hucked over the wall. But yeah, super exciting race. I'm excited to get into multi-class tomorrow. And thanks for tuning in. I'm Tuna.
Yep. And I've been Nathan. We've been OOFS. So on behalf of our league, thank you all for watching.